Alright, here we go, people. Alright, we're going to increase this by 12.5%. 12.5%. Focus.
Everybody.
Alright, to increase this by 12.5%, I have to know my area. So what is my area? What is my perimeter? Because those are two different things, right? So it's asking me, I gave my paper away, but it's asking me to do 12.5% on both area and perimeter to come up with JW and KW, right? So J, W, and KW. So which one's area, which one's perimeter? It tells you.
J's area. K's perimeter.
Okay? So this is perimeter, and this is area. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take my area, right? My area, we're going to multiply it by 79.9, and I'm going to multiply that by 12.5.
I forgot, like, my answer.
Right? You got them written down.
What'd you get 79.9 from?
Yeah.
That was my area.
Oh, alright.
So 79.
I forgot what my area is.
Dude, it's literally on your paper, you dummy.
Yeah, it should be on there.
Oh, yeah.
You're the literally stupid.
79.9, not 0.6, 0.9.
Mine is 9.5. How did you get 12.5?
What?
Mine 0.52, Stilla.
All of ours
Because
is.
we're like,
What's your area?
9.5.
Your area is 35.
Oh.
Uh-oh. My bad. What happened? What did I do wrong?
They thought their area was this number up here. They thought it was 9.5.
Alright, but what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Oh.
You didn't multiply the right percent, did you?
No, I multiplied by 12.5.
Not 12.5%.
mine's 28.
Not
That's
12.5%.
smart.
Exactly.
Mine's 28.
So I'm supposed to multiply by 1.125, right? 1.125. And that's going to change it a big deal. So I'm going to take my 79.9 and I'm multiply by 1.125, and that's going to make it a big difference. It's going to make it 89.8,
Why are you making me laugh?
which is going to be
I'll never laugh again.
89.9. Does that make sense? Then I'm going to do the same thing to my perimeter. Okay? I got to do the same thing to my perimeter. So I got to take this 79.9. No, my 60.9. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to go, okay, 60.9 times 1.125 equals 68.5. It's actually 68.51, which is 68.5. Okay? So that's what my area is, that's what my perimeter
Why'd
is.
you get your perimeter?
Yeah, where's your perimeter? I forgot where mine is, you know?
It's
Right here.
60.5.
Not
43.
They want to know
It should be on your page.
26. I know, but I'm saying.
Alright?
You multiply.
Let me get through this. Let me get through this and then we'll slow it back down. Because I'm recording right now. I want to move it through. Okay, next. Next, what we're going to do, okay, is figure out how we're going to figure out each one of these. Now remember, our length is this, but then it got increased in both directions by 12%. By 12.5% to be exact. Right? So, W times L is got to equal what? right?
We times the perimeter by 25 or 4.5% too, right?
So if my area increased by 12.5%, how am I going to figure out what my length and what my width is?
Length times width.
What do you
Length times width?
What was the question?
So if my area increased, right, by 12.9%, but I still want it to be 9.5 times bigger, right? I still want it to be 9.5 times bigger, but the area itself increased by 12%. What am I going to do? How am I going to figure it out?
Plug it in.
Hmm?
Plug it in.
Okay, plug what in? So take a look. So my W, all right, here's the hard part. This is my W. This is my 9.5 W, right?
I thought your length is 28 though.
It used to be, but it got changed. Everything got changed by 12.5%. This is what I'm saying. So now, if everything got changed, it all got bigger, right? But it got bigger by the same amount. I added X here, and I added X here. Does that make sense? So it gets bigger by the same amount in both directions. So in this case, right, we're going to have W plus X, right? And in our case, what was our W? What were our numbers?
What?
In my case, my numbers were what?
60.9.
Do
Wait.
you remember what my numbers were?
No.
I don't remember either.
Sorry, say one.
Oh, I have them over here, thank God. Okay, D. 2.9 for my width. So this was 2.9, right? And this is 2.9 times 9.5.
Yeah, it's too much work.
So it's 27.6. Right? Oh, remember I had a 28? Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure, keep going.
So I had a 28. Okay?
Here's the shit.
So, what's going on here is I'm adding X to that, and I'm adding X to this. So I get, my new area is this 89.9, right? It's going to equal 2.9x, right? Times 2.9 plus x times 28 plus x. Okay? Now, if you want, we can change it to 90, make the numbers easier. It don't matter. Because what we're going to have to do is multiply.
Dan,
Yeah.
you were 16.
Oh, in this class I was. But in the last class I was. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So if I was 16, I would have been these numbers right up here. 1.7. Does that make sense? But it doesn't matter. The point is, whatever numbers I was or am, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my width, I'm going to add an x. I'm going to take my length, I'm going to add an x. And I'm going to multiply those two in order to get my area. I'm going to add 2 of these and 2 of these in order to get my perimeter. Now the perimeter is easy, right? So if I got perimeter is 2.9 plus x, right? And I have 2 of those, right? And then I have 28 plus x times 2, right? I'm going to add all that up. The perimeter's easy. Perimeter's, okay. So that's what, 5.8, right? 5.8 plus 2x And this is, what's 28? 228. Come on, 228.
56.
There you go.
There you go.
56 plus what? 2x? So how much is 2x and 2x?
4x.
So it's 4x plus what? 56 plus 5.8, which is what?
61.8. Right? Wrong?
Yep. So that's my perimeter. That's my KW. Okay? That's my KW. But my AW, my JW is a lot harder.
Stop.
Now look at this. I have to do 2.9 times 28. I have to do 2.9 times x. I have to do x times 228. Are you guys paying attention? I have to do x times x. And what I'm going to end up with is
X squared.
x squared. Good. And then 28x plus 2.9x, which is how much? What's 2.9 plus 28? Come on.
30.9.
30.9 x, right? And then someone calculate 28 times 2.9.
81.2.
What?
81.2.
81.2. Okay? And that's going to equal 89.9. And then what am I going to do? How am I going to solve this? I'm going to subtract 89.9 from 81.2. And what do I get? Someone subtract that for me. Come on.
Jesus, Richard on it.
Go 81.2 minus 89.9.
Wait, what?
81.2 minus 89.9.
You get a negative, right?
Yep.
Negative 8.7.
Jesus said you had to make sure.
Negative what?
You had to make sure Richard was right.
What?
8.7.
Which is
What?
8.7.
8.7? Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to, can we do factor this? Can we factor this? No. So how do we solve this? This is equal to 0, right? Because I subtracted this part. So this is equal to 0. So if it equals 0, how do I solve it? Remember? B. Negative B. Plus or minus
A squared.
square root of
It's something about C and
B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Quadratic formula. Okay? Now what's A, B, and C? So we got A is 1. B is 30.9. And C is negative 8.7. And then you plug that into this. Okay? Alright, so let's do it. Let's plug it in. What's my B?
30.9.
So negative 30.9 plus or minus the square root of. Now, if I'm subtracting a negative, it becomes more negative, right? Focus, focus. If I'm subtracting a negative, it becomes more negative, right?
Yeah.
Can I have a negative side? No. So I don't need to do that one. Just, you follow me? Okay? So, think ahead. Alright. What's my B again? 30.9. And I'm going to square it, right? Minus 4 times, what's my A?
Is it 8.7?
89.
X squared.
What's my A? What's my A?
1.
1. It's not the X squared, it's the number in front of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're learning. It's the beginning of the year. We're relearning this stuff.
Okay.
This is all the stuff you'll be learning at the end of the year. Actually, in Algebra 2, you'll be learning it in Chapter 2. But don't worry, we'll get there. All right, now, what's next?
No.
4A 4A what? Guys, 4A
Square, right?
C. 4A C. What's C?
8.7. Negative 8.7.
Negative 8.7. Okay? Negative 8.7. That's huge. Because this negative and this negative make it what?
Positive.
Yes. Okay? So we know it's positive. Alright. Someone calculate it. 30.9 squared.
It's 964.8.
964.8 plus what's 4 times 8.7?
34.8.
34.8. Okay, now add those. Add them. 34.8 plus 964.8.
999.6.
All right, cool. Take the square root of that.
Oh shit, hold up. I messed up. So
It's okay. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
I don't know if I did it right, but.
Please do it right.
31.6.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh yeah!
that's what I got. Shit.
31 point. Sorry, shit. I'm a little excited. Okay. All right. Now add those two numbers. I'm excited. I'm a little excited.
0.7.
Yeah. What?
0.7.
0.7. Okay. Round that off for me.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, 1.
1. So basically, x equals what? 1.
Punito.
All right, so every one of you are going to do that, and your number should come up to be 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 1.1, okay?
I got lost a long time ago.
I know. That's why I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to stop this film. Okay, so this is part 4
You need help too?
to the problem number 2, right? This is story problem 2? All right, here